Today, I'm going to give you my top picks to keep you comfortable on the golf course during these cold winter months. I'm Matt. This is the Bogey Depot, a show for golf addicts. When it's cold out, there's nothing more important than a good outer layer. And my favorite outer layer is the Sun Mountain Coulter jacket. The first item is the Sun Mountain Coulter jacket. The Sun Mountain Coulter jacket retails for about $130. I've seen it online lately for $99, and I got mine for about $65 late last year. It's warm. It has a light kind of fiberfill material inside that you can tell when you pick it up. It's not bulky at all when you're wearing it, but it does a really good job of keeping your body warm. One standout feature to this jacket is the sleeves. The sleeves are a little bit thinner. They're very, very stretchy, and they have this kind of brushed fleece inside. It's not heavy at all, but it really does a good job of keeping you warm and not restricting your golf swing at all. Another thing I like about this jacket is it has a hood, and a lot of jackets for golf don't have a hood. One of the reasons I like a hood is when I'm going from hole to hole, I can pull that hood up if you're riding in a cart, and it really can keep you warm. Also, it keeps the back of your neck warm when you're out on the golf course. And I find if you keep the back of your neck warm, it makes you feel a lot warmer. So I prefer a hood. They do have a non-hooded version that you can also buy. But with the hooded version, it has some neat hood stays that are, the actual stay is on the inside. So you actuate it through the jacket, which is nice. It doesn't bounce around and hit you in the face when you're swinging or anything like that, and does a really good job of either holding it tight to your neck or holding it tight on the top of your head. This is the Sun Mountain Coulter jacket. The second must-have piece of gear for winter golfing is the Rowback Performance Vest. What I like most about the Rowback Performance Vest is how it fits. It fits a little tighter to your body, but it has a ton of stretch to it. It has these side panels, and these side panels are really stretchy. When you're wearing it and you swing, you get tons of stretch, and it doesn't bind. It doesn't feel tight. It just feels like it's one with your body. And to me, that's what makes a good golf vest versus a bad golf vest. If you have a golf vest that you don't even know is on, you know you have a piece of equipment that is not going to hurt your golf game. Some other great features about this vest, it does have an internal pocket. It has this soft jersey-like lining on the inside. It's just thick enough to have good warmth, but also not be restrictive at all. This is a great vest for those days when it's in the high 50s, low 60s, or even for you guys that run a little hot-blooded, maybe even down into the 40s. I really like it. Another thing that's great about this vest that I use away from the golf course, I'll wear this underneath my winter jacket, and it keeps you nice and warm. It's like having two jackets on without having the restriction of not being able to move your arms. This is the Rowback Fulton Performance Vest. And this vest retails at $150, and you can get it at rowback.com. So the next item might be the item that I think is the most unbeatable for the price on this entire list. This mid-layer item made by Under Armour is the Under Armour Storm Daytona Half Zip. This item retails for $100. Now, $100 is a lot of money, but when you look at other mid-layers in the golf industry, a lot of them are $130, $150, $180. And I will tell you, the Under Armour Storm Daytona Half Zip is the best performing mid-layer I've ever had. It has this cold gear material on the sleeves, and you can see there's a little bit of texture to it. But what's nice about it is how much it stretches. It has a ton of stretch to it, and it has this really silky, soft feeling on the inside. And whatever material this is, it keeps you so warm, and it blocks the wind. It's just a great material. Another feature that a lot of people get wrong on their golf shirts is the cuffs. This is a really small cuff, as you can see. It's elastic. It doesn't get in your way at all. It doesn't interfere with your golf glove. It's a really well-designed item. The top of this on the shoulders has a water-resistant fabric, and it's a dual-layer fabric. It does a great job of keeping moisture off of you if it's, you're in a light rain. The inside collar is nice and soft. It has a little bit of rigidity to it, which I like. Means it stands up on the back of your neck and keeps the back of your neck warm. And it has a nice zipper, this contrasting zipper. It actuates nicely. It doesn't get stuck on things. This is just a really, really well-made piece of gear by Under Armour. So now we're on to bottoms. The bottoms that'll keep you warm during these cold winter months. And there's some things that I need to have pants have for me to be able to wear them for winter golf. And one of them is cuffs at the bottom. Yes, joggers. The Rhoback Delta Performance Jogger has cuffs at the bottom. And what I like about cuffs is A, it traps some of the heat in, which is really, really nice. But most importantly, it doesn't get wet. You don't have your pant leg hanging behind your shoes. When you walk through the rough, it's getting wet. And when it gets wet, you get cold. It's that simple. Staying dry in the winter is one of the biggest things to staying warm. And with jogger cuffs, they really do a great job of keeping you warm. They trap the heat in and keep the moisture away. Another thing that makes these a standout pant is the material. It's a mid-weight material, and a lot of golf pants are a lightweight material. And lightweight material is great for the summertime, but I don't know about you. When I play golf in the summertime, I wear shorts. And when I want pants, I want a little warmth to them. This material is really, really nice. It's got a ton of stretch to it, and it just doesn't get in your way at all. It does a really good job of keeping the wind out, but ironically, when it is warm, these are not hot. I don't get sweaty in these. I don't feel like that they're an overly warm pant. They're a great mid-weight pant from Rhoback that doesn't have a terrible retail price. They're $118. That's a little on the high side, but the quality of these pants is exceptional. And the final feature of these pants that I really, really like, and again, I think is a necessity for winter golf, is a drawstring. These have a drawstring top. And the reason I like that is you don't know how much you're going to have tucked into your pants. Are you just going to have a golf shirt tucked in? Are you going to have a pair of long underwear tucked in? Are you going to have your mid-layer tucked in? You can tuck as little or as much as you want, pull this drawstring on the elastic waistband, and keep your pants up. You don't have to worry about cinching your belt or loosening your belt or doing any of those things. And it's just a really nice feature in a winter golf pant. I have 3 accessory items on this list that I think are a must buy. And one of those is an item I got for Christmas last year. This is the Imperial Knit Winter Hat. And this has the logo of my local club on it. But one thing that I like about this hat is A, it's not bad looking. A lot of winter hats can get really gaudy and really ugly. I am a guy that likes a palm on the top of my hat. They do make these without a palm, but I just think when it's winter, a hat should have a palm on the top of it. But the one standout feature is the fleece lining on the inside. And I've had other hats with fleece lining, and they're so unbelievably hot, you can't wear them. I had a New Era winter hat that had fleece lining on the inside, and you couldn't wear that for 10 seconds without your head sweating. And I haven't had that issue at all with this Imperial hat. Imperial's kind of newer to the golf world in these last couple years and making some really nice stuff. I'm not a huge fan of all of their hats, but this hat, I'm a gigantic fan of. This is the best winter hat I have ever worn, let alone the best winter hat I've ever worn for golf. I highly recommend you picking up one of these Imperial knit winter hats. They can be had for between $30 and $40 usually. I paid about $35 at my local club for this, and I just can't say enough about this winter hat. The next accessory we're going to talk about to keep you comfortable in the winter has to do with that wet weather again. And like I said, when you're playing when it's wet out and it's cold out, it can easily get miserable if you're not using the correct gear. And one of those items is the FootJoy Rain Grip Golf Glove. And what I like about the FootJoy glove is it's not warm. It's not here to keep your hands warm. It's here to keep you having a good grip on your golf club. When you first get them out of the package, you're going to be like, these feel weird. They have this like suede material on them and it's not very grippy. And you're going to go, my hands aren't going to grip to a golf club with this. And you'll put them on and you'll grab your golf club and you'll be like, man, these are slippery as can be. Yes, they are. They're super slippery until you get water on them. And I don't know what magic happens when you get water on them, but this $25 pair of golf gloves turns into this super grippy material as soon as you get any water on them when you're holding onto your grips. It's actually unbelievable. My son had a pair, bragged about how good they were. I went and bought a pair, and it's astonishing how well they grip the golf club, even in a torrential downpour. And nothing will make you more mad than being cold, being wet, and then having the golf club sliding all over the place. And that won't happen with the FootJoy Rain Grip golf gloves. The last item on my list is the biggest shocker of all. And do you ever get one of those things where you're like, this is probably a stupid purchase, but I'm going to do it anyhow? Well, this was one of those items. It only cost me $19. I thought I would use it a few times a year. I've used it dozens of times in the last 12 months. These are black waterproof winter stroller gloves that I got off Amazon for $19. These have Velcro, and what I do is when I walk in the wintertime, I bought these to Velcro to my trolley or push cart, and it does a great job. You Velcro them, each one on each side of your push cart. You slide your hands in, keeps them nice and warm. It's actually unbelievable how warm it keeps them. I don't put, like a hot hands or anything in here. You just slide your hands in, and they work so well at keeping your hands warm, and it really makes it enjoyable when you're walking. Then I had this idea one day. I was going to play around and I was going to ride, and I was like, my hands are freezing. I went back to my bag, pulled these out, attached one to each side of the steering wheel on the golf cart, and used them on my golf cart. You just slide your hands in, steer the golf cart, go hit your shot, come back in, put your hands back in your gloves that are sitting on your steering wheel, drive away. Your hands are so warm. Even when it's blistering cold out and you're running on one of those golf carts at 15 or 20 miles an hour and your hands and your feet or your face get cold, these do a great job for $19. And did I mention they're also waterproof? It's just an excellent buy. Whether you're using them on a push trolley or you're using them in your golf cart, I highly recommend these. I put them in my bag this weekend. I actually used them on a golf cart this past weekend, and my hands were warm the entire time. I'll take these off. I put them in the side compartment of my golf bag, and these will stay in here until, it's springtime and I know I'm not going to need them. These are a must-have for me in my golf bag. Those are the items that I think are must-buys to keep you comfortable for winter golf. I'll have links below to where you can buy every one of these products. I get nothing from those links. It's just a service, so you can try to find some of these products. And I really hope you have a great winter golf season. I'm Matt. This is the Bogey Depot. Hit 'em straight.